Islam. No, I mean, the only
Why,
one.
the point being is that why should you choose Islam? Why should you be a Muslim? Number one,
No, I say maybe probably you
evidence. I'm saying evidence.
probably you
Evidence.
are. I believe what you say. You know, what I'm saying is why there are so many Muslim in Pakistan and Middle East, and there are so many Christians in Europe, because we need to consider.
Yes, people migrate to different places. Originally, if you trace your ancestors, they might not be Italian. If you trace my ancestors, they might not be from Asia, right?
Yeah, but
So
the reason because is the culture started there. So I mean, Italy and Rome is the center of Christianity,
Catholic specifically,
Catholic specifically.
The Pope and stuff.
That's that's the reason why we have so many Catholic and Christian Catholics.
Yes, yes.
So the church spread the message in the past before Islam's come out. So that is the reason, because in Europe there are so many Christians.
Yes, yes.
So that's what is my point.
I understand what you're saying. I understand that a different religion spread or stayed in the same place. Like Sikhism is in Punjab, it didn't spread. It has a different sort of philosophy about all religions, and you have Mormonism. You have many religions, but there's history behind it as well, how they spread. But the point being is that why do you believe that these religions are true or not? That is the main question. Is that there is history. Humans, historically, we do a lot of things, yes. But how do we know what is the correct way? Because now you have you're in this issue. Is that okay? I exist. I know that there is a God. Okay, how do I understand what happens after I die? Which religion do I follow? Right? Like,
why should we think about something like that?
Because what happens after? What's the purpose of your life? Because this is a very important question.
Why?
Because what is the purpose of your existence?
Yeah,
There has to be everything around you has a purpose. The tree has a purpose, the floor has a purpose, your shoes has a purpose, your glasses have a purpose, the cup has a purpose.
Sure, we don't know a lot of things. We don't know,
100%.
even for the scientists who study the universe, they don't know everything. They know something.
But science is only based on a naturalistic phenomenon. It can only tell you a naturalistic explanation, but a supernatural. For example, why do you exist? You cannot get the why from science. Science can tell you the how, but it can't tell you the why.
Ask the same question: why we exist?
But in a scientific paradigm, you cannot ask that question because it doesn't deal with that question. Yeah, why do you exist? What happens after you die? Morality, what's right and wrong? Because scientifically, you cannot observe morality. Yes, you cannot see morality. Yes, so they cannot deal with the metaphysical reality. But just
we try to understand with our power. I mean, our power is to observe what we have around. We don't have the power to understand what's happened. The other age,
that's why there is, in terms of knowledge, science has a limited scope. It cannot give you those answers that you are searching for. Why? Why do I exist? What's my purpose? What is right and wrong? This has to come from, we would say, it has to come from
religion.
revelation. Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Al-Riyad, it says that Allah has created you, mankind and jinn kind, but to worship Allah. So now the Quran narrative is that the point is that this Allah, He wants you to worship Him to glorify His perfection.
What's me is a little bit. It's like a little bit arrogant, this guy.
But the thing is, right? If there is a supreme being that always exists, and that supreme being,
I create you because you need to worship.
Let me my point. But you're giving me an emotional argument. I'm giving you a rational argument. Yeah. If a creator eternally exists, is all-knowing, all-powerful, is immaterial, has no beginning and has no end, right, gave you existence, you existing and eating, being, what's my point, right? You existing right now and having this conversation, he's giving you that existence, and in return, he wants you to thank him for that. Because if I give you, if he was dying, yes, and and you had one kidney, and I gave you my kidney, how many times do you thank me? You would thank me.
This stuff I don't answer.
Do you get the point? Yeah, is that if you are in debt to the Creator.
If there's someone asks why are we being created, we don't have the answer from the religion.
So now the Quran is saying that He's created you to worship Him and to thank Him for the blessings that you have. And if you do that, you go to paradise. Yes, you follow the Prophet.
If I didn't exist before.
Yes, if you didn't exist.
I don't need to thank anyone.
Yeah, but then you're being ungrateful, isn't it? If I give you a coffee, you don't say thank to me. That's very ungrateful, yes?
No, I don't think it's the same.
But the one that gives you existence, the one that created you, has a right over you.
I think it's a little bit weak, this kind of answer about why we exist.
I believe you're being arrogant, because if this will say in the Quran, it says that Allah, He doesn't like the arrogant.
I made you because I want you worship. No,
because Allah says
believe something like that.
That pride is His cloak. That Allah is the supreme authority. Yes, He created everything. He's a very powerful being. For example, I'll tell you something. Yes, if I split an atom, what happens to the atom? If I split an atom,
about what we know, there are a lot of energy come out.
It's a massive explosion. Yes, atomic bomb. Yes.
Atomic bomb is one of the things you can do.
Yes, but the atom, yes.
What happens when you split the atom? Say the energy is coming.
Yes, energy expands. Yes. What about the one that created the atom? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So there's a need to fear the Creator because He gave you everything you have.
I think we have just a limit. Okay? We don't know.
But that's a cop out, though. It's a cop out. We know that there's a Creator. We know. Look at everything around you. It's screaming at you that there's a Creator.
There's a question why people believe. You remember?
Because it makes sense. We cannot just pop into existence from nothingness.
Okay,
it's impossible. I don't have enough faith. There has to be revelation. Now, I'll give you the evidence why the Quran is divine, yes? First and foremost, also when you're saying that why did the Creator create with the worshipping, this is not coming from a place of sincerity. You would argue is that this comes from a place of arrogance, is that I don't need to submit to anything, I don't need to thank anyone, I just want to just worship my own desire. If you don't submit to Allah, then there is a consequence to that. There's a consequence to things. If you reject certain things,
let me say what I'm saying, but don't think
say whatever you like.
Anything.
You can say whatever you like. Yeah. The Speaker's Corner, you can say whatever you like.
Right.
You know about Speaker's Corner. Yeah?
I don't like take fun of anybody. So what I'm saying is. Looks like God made more problem than
how so?
I don't know, but anyway, we exist, and that's it.
If you follow the law, look, for example, in Islam, if you follow Islam, Allah knows what is best for you because He created morality. Yes. For example, you don't drink alcohol. There's some new research.
So the law say don't drink.
They say drink alcohol.
Okay, maybe not alcohol, but
do you think alcohol is good? For society as a whole.
I'm not kind of person drinking, but
no, it's about society does not give you rulings that are good.
That is nothing to do with the moral. That's something I know, because, for example, there are places like Holland, you can buy hashish, marijuana in a shop like
in a Muslim country. Morocco, you can go buy hashish as well. Yeah? But the point being is that we want to. There is a law from God that protects you. Yes, because the one that created you knows what is best for you. You cannot just pick up your own morality. You cannot come from yourself. Yeah.
I think that is work with the life of the society. You know, I mean, morality is a work with the society. I mean, don't do anything wrong to any other person, to any other form of life. So that is something more society.
But that's subjective, and that's based upon the current modern day society. But in the 1940s, it was against the law to be homosexual. Yes? you could, they would give them drug therapy, right, in this country, and they would, it was against the law, it was a crime. And they believed that they were mentally sick, yes, right? But that had a paradigm shift. Now you find that it is part of the law. So society's morality keeps changing. If you go to Papua New Guinea, there are women that have a tribal dance and they are topless. You might think that's immoral, but that's their culture. Yes. So it's subjective, yeah. So we're saying that it has to be a universal morality that's external from the human mind. It cannot come from the human mind.
But in the world, in the universe, the most common things is the difference. The most common things you can see in the universe, the difference in any kind of things, in a kind of life. For example, exist a human being,
why do we exist, man?
Exist a human being, exist animal, exist tree, exist a lot of form of life. Even exist a lot of different personality.
Good and evil. So what? How do you know what's right and wrong? How do you know that?
It depends on what you in a society. When we organize a society,
okay,
we found some sort of law. No? Example, because imagine we are the two live in this world. If I live by myself, I can do everything. No, I can kick something.
But if you lived in Nazi Germany in the 1930s, they would say to you that killing Jews was that was part of the law. So you think it's normal and moral to kill Jews if you live at that time?
No, but what
you get the point what I'm saying, yeah?
But what
so how do you know what's right and wrong? How do you know the society?
You can recognize it's wrong. Why? Because you can recognize it's wrong. But we recognize it's wrong because the Nazis they were thinking it was correct killing the Jews.
But those say that you're wrong and they're right. If you speak to a Nazi at that time, they say no, we want to kill Jews. We want to gas them and we want to put them in chambers. Yes. So where does truth come from then? If we have different points of view and it's just an opinion, there's no truth. That truth has come external.
You ask me why they do this because the law for them was this one, but the law was supported by some reason. Example, the Jews was the Jews were like.
They believed that they were corrupting society and they were making pictures and drawing pictures of them, making them, demonizing them and dehumanizing them, like they're doing in Palestine, by the way.
This kind of
brainwashing,
put in a point of view.
But if you was there at that time, that society and the law in that society, it would say to you that you can kill a Jew is moral. It's not immoral.
Exactly.
So if you go to that person.
Okay, what about...
Do you get the point that I'm saying? Yeah. So society is not a yardstick. Do you get the point?
Yeah. What about when you kill, example, a policeman kill, example, someone attempt to kill in some murder? What do you think? Is the policeman is correct or not?
Well, this is different. Fine, be different.
Because it depends the point of view you have in that moment, in that society, in that.
I understand, but that keeps changing. It keeps changing like the seasons. Every 10, 15 years you have new laws. How do you know that the laws of this society are correct? Because 200 years ago, society was different.
The question was what is right and what is wrong. And I told you, depends which context you are. Because the context where you are make your...
I might think killing is good, you might think killing is bad. How do you know? If it's the thing we're saying, if it's only opinion. For example, subjective means is that if I believe, for example, if I say to you that chocolate ice cream is nice, is the best flavor, and you believe that strawberry ice cream is the best flavor, it's just an opinion. There's no truth there. Yeah, no one can say to you,
Yeah, but
"Oh, it's the truth that chocolate ice cream is the best ice cream."
The opinion is not mine. The opinion is not mine. The
There's no
point is
truth.
wrong. No, but
Do you get the point?
it's wrong to say that is the best flavor.
It's wrong. Yes. Why? It's because that's why if you believe in subjective morality, that is only my opinion. Only opinions exist. You can only have your own opinion. Killing is not wrong. It's wrong in my opinion, but it could be good for someone else. Rape or murder is it's wrong in my opinion, but someone. Well, did you get the point?
I get the point. Yeah.
Because anything that comes from the human mind in terms of morality is an opinion. Yes.
Listen.
Unless you have, if you say that killing is wrong universally for every single person, and even if humans didn't exist, killing would still be wrong.
In a society, crime is what the
Society
law,
says, yeah.
What the law say that is a crime, no? Example, in a society, they say using drug is a crime, right?
Yes, a different society said it's fine.
But if you, example, in England, like in other many places, using example weed,
yeah. If you go to America, I think California, you can medicate.
But what's the point? Is a crime. I mean, if you sell or if you
but you're
buy,
making my point.
but
You're making my point.
That
Yeah.
is a crime. But
Yeah.
if you go in Holland, you can buy in a
Yeah,
shop.
yeah.
That's
Amsterdam, yeah.
So
So
what's-
therefore, that there is no absolute truth. It has to come from the creator.
This is not the point what we needed to find. Why do you ask me what's
So killing could be good in one society and killing.
What's right or what's wrong? It
So then
depends on the
Hitler-
context in which you live, the context in which society you live, which time you live. Do you know?
There's no truth then because it keeps changing.
Exactly. That's
That-
in fact in sociology we say
Does truth change?
no, they say
It
that
doesn't
is a
change, yeah?
construction. It's a construction. I mean, it's something that we made.
So therefore it doesn't exist. Yeah. Therefore there is no right and wrong. It's an illusion. Yeah. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's not.
So you believe that truth
Don't
doesn't.
use the word believe because not no working. What we can understand. I mean, when we talk about what is right, what is wrong, depending which context you are.
So
no?
then Hitler could be right. In his mind, he was right. Hitler was right.
Sorry, don't get it.
Hitler was right in his mind, and you cannot say he's wrong because there's no truth.
Because it's
So
what you
let me
believe.
my point.
What do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think?
He was because Quran. You know what? I'm saying the Quran. Yes.
Look, when at the time when Muhammad, Jesus was
Yes.
so was it.
So the truth, we would say it comes from the creator.
At
Yeah.
the time, I mean, I talk about that society. Okay, Jesus was 700 years before, but we were in the same kind of society. You know, it doesn't matter. There are 700 years different time between. But if we consider the society, where, example, Jesus is supposed is born, we talk about was the society under the Roman Empire, no? Roman Empire at the time was allowed because by law was allowed.
Okay, but law keeps changing.
No, keep
That's the point.
people put inside the arena and be eating.
Gladiators. There's movies made on this stuff. Yeah.
It's movie, but
It did happen. Yeah, it did happen. Yeah. But the thing is, if you're living at that time, you think that putting people in an arena and then fighting and being eaten by lions, fighting to death is honorable.
Was accepted by the people
Because it's a
each
social-
Sunday. No, do you know why? Because each Sunday, like now, we're going to
I'm
watch,
agreeing with you.
watch a football match. The people are going to watch someone eaten by lion or be killed by
Yes.
So that was the society at the time. Also, if you were rich enough to go to the market and buy people, use it like a slave. So we need to imagine Jesus is born in a situation like this. I said, come on, guys, why we don't
That's why
cut down?
prophets came. So the point that I'm making, that there has to be a revelation that's universal, yes? Because the one that created the universe and created humans are very complex beings, that the creator will send us an instruction manual on how to live our lives, regardless of your race, background, time period, or religion. Yes, or region. Yes. So even someone living in Africa that's a Muslim would have the same moral criteria as me, right? So I can say to him that you're wrong. I can say killing a child is wrong objectively. Yes.
But killing also animals or killing anyone is wrong.
So we also say, so the point that I'm making, let me my point, yeah, because I really want to really understand what we believe as Muslims. Yes, is that there has to be a universal revelation that's not restricted by the human mind or restricted by a certain society. Yes, because it keeps changing. Because if you believe that morality keeps changing from place to place, from person to person, from time period to time period, then morality is not real. It doesn't exist because it's just an opinion. What we will say is that there has to be a universal morality that comes from the Creator, right? Yes. And if you look at the Quran and the Hadith, the morality in the Quran is actually sound. For example, you find alcohol. Alcohol, there is new research to suggest that alcohol actually contributes to cancer. Right? There's a lot of women that drink are more likely to
smoke a cigarette,
smoke
other.
Yes. So Islamically, I cannot put anything into my body that harms it, because God loves society. Will tell you you can go and buy alcohol, and you can buy it because they get taxed on it. Like capitalism. So you have capitalism and liberalism and these things.
Yeah, but that is not what they say. Example, the scientists don't say you. If you smoke, it's good. They don't say like that. Probably between the 30 in America, yes, but not
previously.
Now.
Even cigarettes, every 8 minutes, someone dies because of a smoke-related issue. Yes. The NHS spent £2.5 billion on people that have health issues because of smoking. God,
that's such a problem. Nothing to do with religion.
Yes, therefore, because society doesn't care about you, it just cares about making money from you and from your wrong.
When we relate the religion,
because God, so every single Muslim around the world.
I don't know my point. Yeah, to talk about this. I mean, that's what I say.
It does. Because why? It's because in the Quran it says, for example, it speaks about being just. Be just, and even if it's against yourself. It speaks about giving charity. As Muslims, we give 2.5% of our wealth to charity, to the poor. Why? To empower the poor. Yes. So if a builder gives a portion of his wood to a person that is poor, they can start building a house. So or gives a portion of his cattle to the poor that can't afford to give charity, so they receive charity. So I think my point, right?
Yeah,
so,
but I think the economy is...
One second, yeah? So... get to a certain point of charity. But it has to be. So you want a writing when you live,
My brother. Can you give me a little bit of space?
There is no space. You want your friend is blocking.
Why God the Father does not pray to God the Son, but God the Son?
The Father never became a human being.
Because God explains
No good.
God the Father is
Sorry. Yeah, you get it.
No, you said God the Son became a man.
You know what's funny?
He became a man.
You know what's funny? It's funny that we can open the word. We can open the word. Megaton of
They move and they still there.
And he writes answering your question already in the 2nd century that
I report him to the police. He has in the footage who took it, who took my mic.
eternal and non-eternal. Both immaterial and material.
Mic can come back.
Is mortal and
My mic.
immortal. Is present everywhere and present on earth.
What?
Already in the
hold on.
2nd century, there were people
Stop.
who have
Give me a
answered
chance.
this question.
Hey.
I have given you plenty of
We
chances.
Muslims
I've
say,
given you
now
plenty
you're
of
running away.
chances.
We Muslims
this
say,
dawah.
we Muslims say,
Stop this dawah.
no crime.
Dawah.
Takbir! 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 We are the majority.
Are you
No,
done? Now you
listen,
stop the dawah.
listen.
Stop the
Never,
dawah.
never.
Stop the
Your
dawah.
churches are
What?
closing.
You're
No,
hiding your
more about
aqidah.
Muslims.
You're
Hey.
hiding your identity.
Takbir! 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 Okay.
What is your aqidah? What is your...
Hey, stop. Why are you running away? Why are you running away? Stop.